Hey everybody, it's John from Day J Adventures. Just doing some work on my Honda CRF450x, and unfortunately, part of that work is having to replace the rear wheel. The previous owner decided not to maintain the rear wheel, and unfortunately, I've got to deal with that. All the spokes were seized together. Some of them were so loose that you could literally wiggle them like a bass string. I did try to loosen some of them with vice grips and a spoke wrench, but it just scored the spokes really bad on a lot of them. Some of them did turn, and I was able to get some of them tight, but overall, it's just not a ideal situation. So I decided to look at buying a new wheel or a new rim and spokes. And in the end, I decided that the full assembly was probably the better way to go. This was basically $300 from Rocky Mountain, and it is a Tusk Impact. And at $300 plus, I had some Rocky Mountain cash, and it was a year-end promo that took some more money off. So I couldn't pass it up. The fact that it's pre-assembled, I don't have to lace anything up, was also a really good part of the consideration for buying it. Unfortunately, I've never laced a wheel. I have no experience in doing that, so that was also part of the consideration. I'm already forced to do that for the front wheel because the Tusk does not make a hub that can hold the odometer for the 450X. They make the front hub for the 450R, but and I could run that, but I would lose the odometer, and I don't want to do that. I want to just keep it on there. So I'm forced to go ahead and buy just the rim and spokes on that one and lace that one up. And so when that gets here, I will go ahead and do that. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. Anyways, here is the wheel. The wheel, I'm really pleasantly surprised how nice the wheel is. Tusk, when I first heard of Tusk, I kind of equated it to Built from Cycle Gear. No offense to Built, but I've just not had really good luck with any of the Built stuff. But I've sort of equated it to that being sort of a house brand that's kind of a cheap knockoff. But I've purchased some Tusk things, and mainly because of the price and the reviews, and I'm pleasantly surprised. This wheel really is well made, from what I can tell. It's definitely better made. Well, I won't say better, but it's thicker material. You can tell from what's on there now from the OEM stuff. Spokes are definitely thicker. The rim is definitely thicker, and I like the fact that it's pre-assembled when it got here. This is pretty much exactly how I pulled it out of the box. Has the spacers right there attached to the spokes. The hub is included, and I think you can see it right there that there are two bearings on this side and one bearing on this side. So there's three bearings instead of just two. I don't know if that's better. I guess in theory it is, but in practice I don't know. I guess I'm going to find out. But haven't decided what wheel I'm going to put on here yet. I'm going to do some research on that before I do. I was sort of torn whether to get the black ones or the silver ones, and in the end I decided on the silver ones because I read too many reviews saying that the black ones don't look so good shortly after you put them on, from all the scuffs and things like that. And I know it's a dirt bike, but to me, I still like having my things look nice, clean, well maintained, that sort of thing, especially when I'm going to work on them. I don't want to sit there and work around a bunch of dirt and grease, so I like keeping my things looking nice. So I did decide on the silver, and it really, really looks good. I'm really pleasantly surprised. Anyways, there it is. There's the Tusk Impact wheel, rear wheel for a 2006 CRF 450X.